Can you see what I'm gonna make? Picked up some scrap steel yesterday. Got a couple rims that just been sort of rotting out in the backyard. And I bought some railroad track length. It's got a little bit of an issue on this side. But I got some sheet metal work to do on a project over here. I'm not gonna let you see it yet. So let's build an anvil and stand. Couple more. Need 4 total. So these are those 4 tabs that are going to lock the railroad track to the platform. So I've measured in so that when the bolt's in, when it's in, this edge of the bolt is going to be real close to the railroad track edge itself. You get the idea. Building up to eventually that bit through a few other sizes. Creep up on it. One more. There we go. Drilling the corresponding holes in the plate. Just doing this in 2 steps since I'm only going through one, I don't know, maybe 1/4 inch thick, not quite, 3/16 plate rather than when I was cutting through all 4 at the same time. All the holes are drilled, so now it's just a matter of assembly. The order is going to be that on the underside of the plate first, weld it up, flip it over, then it's going to be welding those 2 together to double stack to have a nice solid heavy base, so it's not going to be as tippable and all that kind of stuff, and tippable, easily tipped. And I'll clean those up obviously before they've been sitting out by the cypress. And then it's going to be welding that to one of those inner rings, probably that one because it's already exposed. You can see there and over there. And then it's basically done. Bolt it up and start using it on my new project. It's gonna work. So I'm just gonna buzz around. I probably won't do the entire thing. 1 inch little bits every 2 or 3 inches. It's not, it's more, you know, the pressure's downward rather than shearing. So we should be good. All right, I'm gonna dust it with some paint over there, and I'll be good. All right, all done with the booger welds down there. Pretty solid, hits on 4 spots. I went over it a couple times to give it a little bit extra oomph, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. So panning back, and there it is. So I really like it. I was picking up an engine for a new project that's right over there, and the guy had a chunk of railroad track sort of off to one side, and I was like, oh, I got to do some sheet metal work, and that could work as an anvil because actual anvils are insanely expensive. I didn't buy his. It was a bit taller, a bit heavier, a little bit more than I needed. But I found this one on Craigslist for 40 bucks down in Newport Beach. So I took it. If you look here, it's got a nice sharp edge on one side and it rounds over on the other. So when I need something a little bit rounder, got that. When I need something a little bit sharper, I got that. It had a chunk missing here, but I don't really care. I just ground off this part a little bit so it's not quite so toothy. It also had some booger welds here, so I'm just grounding that smooth, and now hopefully it'll just rust up and look like the rest. I've gone over the top with a grinding wire brush setup, and they're little nicks, but it's pretty smooth. Happy about that. These things lock in tight. Grade 8 hardware, so all good on that. And just some flat paint. So here's the setup. It's gonna go over there. Okay. It's just sort of a dead zone, and I can always wheel it then right out onto the driveway that way. So let me put it back. Oh yeah. Just so you can see how it is in relation to me. So waist, it's a little bit low, not much. 34.5 inches, boom, 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 boom. If I feel like it's significantly too low, I can always add in some feet perhaps to the rim down lower, or if I really want it up higher, I can always just get another rim. So, got a few choices. There it is. Cool. I needed an anvil every once in a while. I just need to be able to have a really solid surface. It's a fun little welding project. You're not going for fancy, you're just going for solid. These things are gripping real tight. Grade 8 bolts. All good. All right, well, I am putting together several episodes of that other project. I will have 2 or 3, maybe even 4 in the can before I start posting them. It's my semester, and every once in a while I'm just a little bit too busy to get something, but that way I can give you guys something maybe every other week. So take care. Thanks for subscribing, and if you can, give me a thumbs up and a comment.